Okay, we've got a lovely question here from Dave. Thank you for getting in touch, Dave. I appreciate the effort and time you put into this, and it's a wonderful question. Can you give me one horse in your lifetime that has made the hairs on the back of your neck stand up? And Dave says, mine was Vautour. Still can't believe the cue card outstayed him in the King George. Well, yes, that was impressive. But I've got two answers to this question, and I'll be as succinct as I can. One is to do with Cheltenham, and one is to do with the Breeders' Cup. The first one is to do with Cheltenham, and as some of you may know, many years ago in the early 90s I was an agent for Declan Murphy, who was Barney Curley's jockey and Josh Gifford's jockey, but a superb horseman and an extremely intuitive, natural rider. I learnt a lot. 80% of what I learnt about racing I learnt from many car journeys with Declan. And Declan went on in 1992, 1993 about a horse called Deep Sensation. Some of you may remember Deep Sensation. He won the Toad Gold Trophy, which was known as the Schweppes, and is now the Betfair Trophy at Newbury as a hurdler. But he was a little bit quirky, to say the least. In fact, some people thought he was a dog, because he used to come there on the bridle and then sometimes didn't deliver. In fact, more often than not, he didn't deliver. And when I was Declan's agent, he went on and on and on about Deep Sensation, saying this horse can win the Queen Mother Champion Chase at Cheltenham. He went to Wetherby. He went all over the country with the horse the season that he was running in the Queen Mother Champion Chase, and he got beat in a handicap at Wetherby. He got beat in races he should have won. He came there on the bridle and didn't find, and Declan wouldn't change his mind. He wouldn't change his tune. He said this horse will win the Queen Mother Champion Chase. Well, as the Cheltenham approached, the horse was something like, he won at 11-1, but he was around about 20-1 in the days approaching the race, and that represented his chance. Here was a horse running in the Queen Mother Champion Chase against horses who'd been running in that class, and he'd been beaten in a handicap. But he believed in the horse, and he said, who's going to lead me turning for home? Which is a way of getting a lead into the race, which I'm sure you all understand. And I said, I think Cyfright will, a horse of Martin Pipes. And he said, well, that's an outsider. I said, yes, but this horse is much better than an outsider. He can give you a lead turning for home. And he came round the bend, and I was watching at home. I wasn't particularly well at the time, and I couldn't get to the races. And I saw him turning for home with Cyfright in the lead. And I kept saying, come on, Declan, let him lead you, let him lead you, let him lead you. He'll take you there. He'll take you there. He will take you there. And they came to the final fence. Cyfright was leading, and I said, go on, go. And he went on halfway up the run-in, and he won at 11-1. So that got me going in a major way, and got every hair in my body standing up, let alone the ones on my neck. The other answer to your question is, and I'll be brief with this because it's not to do with Cheltenham, and this is a question of I was there. I was there, Churchill Downs, the 2nd of November 1991, when Arazzi won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile with Patrick Venezuela. This horse literally looked like it had turned up from nowhere on the outside. Coming down the back straight, it looked like it had just joined in, and it moved rather like the old Marx Brothers movies. It moved quicker than any other horse in the field and won by 5 lengths. That was the most sensational race I've ever seen in the flesh, but it wasn't to do with Cheltenham. That was a Breeders' Cup. So the answer to your question is those are the 2 races that got me going in a major way, and I'll never forget them till the day I die.